Action.
Who am I selling it to?
You're telling me.
Okay. I'm drawing a blank. I don't even know where to start it at.
How about this?
Scott will wait for it.
Steve,
Well, we're already past all that.
Steve, this is something you need to know. We've eliminated two of the biggest fears a consumer has when they walk on a car dealer's lot. And no dealer's ever done it before. And it's one of the reasons we do it the way we do it around here. It's the way we roll. Those fears are these two things. Those fears are, number one, well, let me ask you, Steve, you afraid of paying a car dealer too much for a car?
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever been in a position to buy a car and you maybe decided not to because you just weren't sure it was the right one?
Yes.
We've eliminated both those possibilities here at Wade Ford. You cannot pay too much for a car. You cannot buy the wrong car. And by the way, we put this in writing. Let me explain what I mean. And then you can pull out the card and say, here's the 72-hour exchange, here's the best value guarantee. Okay? So that's how it goes. You're now back on.
All right. Steve, what do you think the two biggest fears of buying the car is?
I'm guessing, and you wouldn't want to ask it that way because no telling what they might say. Luckily for you, I'm going to say the right things because I'm an educated consumer. Two of the biggest fears a consumer has, I guess, are paying too much and buying the wrong car.
All right. What would you say if I told you here at Wade Ford we've eliminated both of those fears for you?
I'd say that I probably don't believe you.
All right. Well, let me explain how it works.
Okay?
Here at Wade Ford, and I'm drawing a blank, I can't remember what you call it, the 72-hour guarantee.
72-hour exchange.
Exchange. Within 72 hours,
Keep going.
oh no, I'm sorry.
Where's the car?
I'm mixing the two. I can't remember which one is the 300 miles. That's the.
You use the code. You have a card in your pocket?
No,
Why?
it's in my bag. Because I put everything in my bag when I go home and I haven't filled it up to come back out here.
But what if you'd run into a customer on the way in?
I would have passed it to Nathan because I'm in training.
Good answer.
Brownie points.
Yeah, I can pass a buck like the best of them.
I like a quick thinker.
He's gotta be with 9 kids.
Yeah, no.
Although he wasn't thinking.
I don't know if he was thinking.
He was thinking with the wrong, never mind.
All right, let him go. Let him go.
72-hour exchange policy is if you buy the car, you're not happy with it for some reason, within 72 hours or 300 miles, you can bring it back and exchange it, just like if you were to buy a suit you didn't like at Macy's.
Okay.
The best value guarantee is if you find a lower price at any other dealer, we will refund up to 100% of the difference. I don't know if there's a time gap on
5
that
days.
one. 5 days, within 5 days.
And then you have to finish. You have to finish it. Steve, any other dealer ever told you that before?
Has any other dealer ever told you that before?
Nope. Boom. Now you're ready to go on to your next step. I mean, that's all there is to this. Two fears: paying too much, buying the wrong car. On used car side, third fear: buying somebody else's problem. Okay? And then ask the customer, Scott, you afraid of paying a car dealership too much money for a car?
Yes.
Okay. He can't here, and I'll explain why in just a second. You ever been in a position, and it's how you ask the question, too. Not, you afraid of buying the wrong car. If you asked me that, I might say, no, I'm not going to buy the wrong car. But if you said, look, Scott, you ever been in a position looking at a car where you decided not to buy it because you weren't completely sure it was the right car? Well, you're a smart man, but we've eliminated the potential of that mistake here. You can't buy the wrong car here. And here's how it works. Go to Best Value Guarantee. And I love the way that some of you are using the pricing model. Look, we use a software program, third-party software program that literally, vAuto scans the market once an hour. Sometimes our vehicles will drop or go up in price during the course of a day as the market changes. But you know what? There's lots of dealers doing that. That's probably one of the reasons you're here, because you noticed that our price was, if not the lowest, certainly right up there with the lowest. All right? Lots of dealers do it this way. We have to. The internet's forced us to. But we take it one step further. We guarantee it. We guarantee that our price will be the best price on this particular vehicle with these particular benefits. And if it's not, we cut you a check back for 100% of the difference if you find that same vehicle with the same benefits somewhere else. Okay, I mean, it doesn't, if you'll notice, I say it differently almost every single time. Okay? Because I know it inside and out. When you know it inside and out, and it becomes what they call a spontaneous response. Do you know why most salespeople don't listen very well?
We're already thinking about how we're gonna respond.
They're trying to figure out what they're gonna say next. When I sit in front of a customer, I can listen to them. I can watch their body language. There's nothing they can say as long as they're speaking English that I don't have a spontaneous response for. Now, it doesn't mean they buy my spontaneous response every time by any stretch of the imagination, but I don't have to think about what I'm going to say. How did I get that way? Am I a rocket scientist?
Been doing it long
did it all.
I practice. I practice. I practice. I mean, I don't know what the average IQ in this room is, but I'm probably a point or two below whatever the average IQ is. I know what sort of student I was. I know I know what my IQ is. I ain't a rocket scientist by any stretch of the imagination. Okay? Practice.
Yes,
Go.
Maurice?
that's the big guy.
Yeah.
Y'all too?
Hello, Doug.
Hey,
Welcome to
Andrew.
Way Forward.
Thank you, glad to be here, man.
Thank you for coming in to look at that Ford Focus. Before we start, I want to let you know here at Way Forward, we offer Way Forward Advantage, which offers eliminate the risk of you paying too much for a vehicle.
How are you going to eliminate the risk of me paying too much for a vehicle?
Well, let me start here. If you buy the wrong vehicle here, like you take it home, take it to your wife. The wife don't like it. You have 72 hours or 300 miles to come back and bring it in for exchange for another vehicle.
Well, she's gonna have to come in first anyway, so go ahead.
Mhm.
That won't matter.
Okay. Then we offer the best price guarantee, best value guarantee. You know what that means?
I don't.
It means you have 5 days to go do all your research. Look at the exact same car, exact same package, trim, miles, everything. And if it's the exact same and it's lower, we'll write you a check and give you the difference.
That's great.
And so you don't have to buy. Then we offer Motor Trend certified, which means we offer painless dent repair, key replacements, then windshield repair and road hazard. So eliminate the risk of you buying someone else's problems.
Unless the transmission goes out.
Well, before all that, we get all a 72 inspection before it touches our lock. So we won't have any transmission or anything, any problem.
Good.
Follow me.
But what if the transmission does go out?
You're on your own.
Oh, you gotta cut a motor trim warranty.
That's what I was trying to
You
cut
should
you
have said the
short.
motor trim warranty. 6 months, 7,500 miles. Transmission goes out, hey, you're covered.
How long you been selling used cars?
A month and a half.
And you did not know that a Motor Trend certified vehicle comes with a 6-month, 7,500 mile comprehensive
Yeah,
warranty?
I knew it
I think you
comprehensive.
knew it, yeah.
But I didn't know it goes with the Motor Trend, you know?
Communication.
Who trained you?
Danny.
Okay. You haven't chatted with another salesperson?
Someone.
Who?
Charles, Maurice.
Charles?
You never shut it.
Blue, blue.
You never have. No.
He told me about this, but you know, not like go into details, you know, like whatever's on the sticker.
Have you ever read the warranty?
I read the basics of this.
That's a card, okay?
Warranty's on the window sticker.
No, I'm talking reading
Oh,
the coverage.
Yes, yeah.
Okay? Look, today more so than ever, knowledge is important when selling cars. When I